It was a dark and rain-filled night as our heroes approached an old creaky mansion in the woods which became a proxy base. Sarah and the boy in the blue hoodie were dragging Jeff towards it as he was passed out from blood loss. Sarah frowns, pulling him over her shoulder as she ran for the house. "Kid, whatever your name is, run up and get the door for me," she growls, since he was very heavy on her shoulders. The kid quickly ran up and got the door for her. "Oh, and by the way, my name is Toby," he said in a very calm voice as he holds the very heavy door open for her. Sarah quickly laid her boyfriend down on the nearest surface, which was an old, ratty couch in the living room. "Slendy! Jack! Someone!" she yells, trying to get someone to help him with his wounds. The boy in the blue hoodie pushed her aside and started cleaning his wounds with the first aid kit he found on the wall. "Hand me his knife, I need it to close up his shoulder," he said, pushing it back together, as he then started stitching him up carefully, while Sarah handed him the knife, to which Toby started using it to cut some threads to use as stitches from his own hoodie. "He will be fine, Sarah," he said, getting done with that, as Slender Man came into the room. "Sorry, my child, but I was just waking up. But it looks like he will be fine from the great work Toby did here," he said, looking at the boy and giving a thumbs up sign as he sat down by Sarah to wait. After a very long rest, Jeff started coming to with the low light of the moon hitting him in the face. When he looked around, he saw Sarah and Toby sleeping on the ground, far apart from each other. From behind him, Slender Man's voice spoke. "Good, my boy, you're up," he said, looking at Jeff, and then handed him his hoodie since Sarah took it off of him to wash and fix it, not wanting the hole to get bigger. "How long was I out, sir?" Jeff asked, sitting up slowly and looking at him while putting his hoodie back on. "Only about 4 or 5 hours, my boy. But now, wake the others, please," he said, walking to the door. "There will be a meeting in the living room in 15 minutes. With everyone," he said, leaving the room. Jeff smiled brightly as he gets up, still a bit weak, as he shakes Sarah awake. "Princess, get up. We got a meeting to go to," he said as he sees Toby get up. "Hey man, how you feeling?" he asked, standing up. "Great, thanks for asking," Jeff replied to him as Sarah finally got her ass up. "Hey babe, what is it?" she asked, a bit mad at being woken up so soon. "A meeting with everybody soon," he said to both of them, and went on his way out of the room. "What's his deal?" Toby growled as he put his mouthpiece on, which makes his voice a bit deeper. "Why are you with him? That dick, Sarah?" he asked, looking up at her. "'Cause he is lovable when he wants to be, Toby. But thanks for fixing him up for me," she said, hugging him. "Now, let's go see what this meeting is about," she said, walking out of the room, as Toby followed calmly. He sits down on one of the chairs by the windows. "What's with this meeting, sir?" he asked as everyone was entering the room, slowly, all but Zane and his clockwork. "Hello, my children. You may want to know why this meeting is being held, and why Zane and Clockwork aren't here tonight with us," Slender Man said. "Yep," Zane said, with Toby. Both calm. Toby was standing against the wall, as Sarah was right next to him, watching Jeff lovingly. "Well, to keep him safe, I made Alex take him to train up in the woods of Kentucky," Slender said calmly. Jeff moved forward in his seat. "Okay, sir. May I ask something?" Jeff asked respectfully, since he was a bit scared of Slender Man. "Why, yes, of course," Slender said, looking at him. Jeff takes a deep breath. "How long do we have still before this war comes?" he said, breaking his normal voice, looking at his adoptive father. "Well, my son, the best I can tell, 2 years exactly. Now you may do as you please until those 2 years go by. There's not much we can do until then," Slender said, turning away and walking back into his room. In the depths of the house, everyone disperses back to different directions and places in the house. Jeff kisses Sarah, then goes to get their things quickly, deciding to leave out with her for some fun, for the little while of peace they had left. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the series. The sequel will be out sooner than later, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this.